be due to a number of insurers competing and other factors. The second lowest cost silver plan is important because tax credits are key to its cost in local areas. But consumers don't have to take the silver. They can pick from 4 levels of coverage, from bronze to platinum. All the plans cover the same benefits and cap out of annual out-of-pocket expenses at $6,350 for an individual, $12,700 families. Okay. Well, the big difference is cost sharing through annual deductibles and co-payments. The bronze plan, for example, covers 60% of expected costs. The silver at 70%, and then on up to platinum at 90%. Bronze plans have the lowest premiums and the highest cost sharing. The administration report found that factoring in tax credits, a 27-year-old making $25,000 a year would see the premium for the benchmark silver plan drop to $145 in nearly every state. But if that hypothetical young adult used the tax credit to buy the cheapest bronze plan, he or she could cut their monthly premium to just $74 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, $102 in Orlando, and $119 in Pittsburgh. Now, for a family of 4 making $50,000, the tax credit would cut the monthly premium for the benchmark silver plan to just under $300. But if the family used its tax credit to buy the cheapest bronze plan, the premium would just be $26 a month in Dallas-Fort Worth, $126 in Orlando, $209 in Pittsburgh. In the Washington, D.C. metro area, the hypothetical family could find a zero premium bronze plan, while the lowest an individual could get after applying their tax credit would be just $66. Such differences are sure to leave many people scratching their heads. Officials said they're due to complicated interactions between the tax credits and insurance company price strategies in dynamic markets. Another outside analyst said the administration analysis of premiums is consistent with what the 14 states running their own insurance markets have reported. However, Don Mendelsohn, president of the market analysis for Averly Health, said the focus on premiums is too narrow. He said 2 caveats: be ready for significant cost sharing, and check carefully that your doctors and nearby hospitals are in the plan's network. So that's what's in the immediate future. Now let's fast forward to January 1st. Virtually all Americans will be required to carry health insurance or face fines. At the same time, the healthcare law will prohibit insurance companies from turning away people in poor health or charging them more, and it will limit what insurers can charge their oldest customers. Experts say the plans under the healthcare law are not comparable to what's currently sold on individual health insurance markets because the coverage is broader and the financial protection for policyholders is more robust. All right. Now, as I mentioned on yesterday's program, I admit I'm not crazy about the mandatory insurance part, that you have to have it. But it doesn't make sense, though, that even if you have mediocre or really good insurance, it does provide you some financial protection. For one, it gives you an option to pay your doctors at discount rates of things on services they charge. Okay? You're already going to have exorbitant fees on most things anyway, so why not go ahead and cover insurance? So the president's plan, though, irritates many Americans in that it's mandatory. You're going to need it anyway. Plus, they're providing you with subsidies to help cover cost if you can't afford a certain plan. Afford the plan that you want or qualify for. So it's a no-brainer. So I don't understand why so many people resist it. Are you in denial that you get sick? Trust me, sickness can happen to anyone at any time. I know I've said it repeatedly, but October 27th, 2010 is a date I will never, ever forget. I almost died that day. I could have. Well, I mean, not that day, but I certainly wasn't in the best of health. I mean, I'm not even telling you how delirious I was, how sick I was. And I was just lucky that one of my best friends called an ambulance to save my life. I was losing a lot of blood. I could not rest. So why not have a financial plan in place? The government is willing to work with you to help you save your assets. It's not a government overtake of the healthcare system. They're just trying to make it fair for everybody, to put everybody on equal footing. I mean, insurance companies didn't go away because the federal government requires you to have car insurance or a driver's license. You know, so why don't we make this thing work instead of just complaining about it all the time? But the Republicans don't see it that way, especially in the House. I mean, they're going to do everything they can to derail it. Let's see here. What else did I want to talk about? Get off of healthcare for a little bit and quickly talk about a beneficial program here in North Missouri, in particular the Kirksville area. The Food Bank for Central and Northeast Missouri unveiled its new Buddy Pack Processing Center in the Lincoln Square Shopping Center in Kirksville yesterday. More than 1,000 backpacks of weekend meals that are distributed in 6 school districts in 4 counties in Northeast Missouri. According to Susan Dublin, local food bank director, through community donations and the food bank support for the last 8 years, Northeast Missouri school children can take home 2 meals, 2 snacks, 2 protein items, and 2 fruit items to help supplement the weekends away from the school lunch and snacks. This year, 180 students who qualify either through the free and reduced price lunch program or are classified by a teacher or parent as in need are receiving food assistance through the program. The new Buddy Pack Center replaces the packing center the food bank maintained at the Crossing Church for the past couple of years. It will also serve as a local office for the food bank. Dublin said during the ribbon-cutting ceremony that the food bank is interested in creating a 3rd food pantry and distribution point in Kirksville to join with the Salvation Army and Christian Community Food Depot. So a very worthwhile program, and one that I'm highly supportive of. Okay, so something to think about if you're looking for another way to donate food or resources. The Lincoln Shopping Square, which is where it's right across, well, if you come into Kirksville, go up Old Business 63, not Old Business 63, but the main 63 through down to Baltimore Street. Look where Jimmy John's is. That's the Lincoln Shopping Center, okay? So something to think about as you donate food or money this time of year. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break on this program, and when we come back, we'll have things you need to know on what's trending on this Tuesday. Did I say Tuesday? I meant Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Goodness, it's already going to be a long day. You're listening to First Cup. What do you say we do that again?
Nurse, set up an IV. And you, her boyfriend. You were the driver?
Yes, doctor, but I didn't mean to hurt her. I only had a few drinks. I was just buzzed.
Just buzzed? Oh, then your girlfriend is fine.
Hey, sweetie. I feel great.
She's really okay?
What, are you kidding? No, not really. Nurse, get me a suture kit. Stat.
Buzzed driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
I'd like to drop out of high school and get a meaningless job that makes me feel bad about myself.
I'd like to fall victim to the old boys network.
I don't want anybody to notice me.
I just want to fly under the radar.
I want to splatter against the glass ceiling.
I don't have an opinion.
I want to be a straight C student.
I'm going to be a biomedical engineer. I want to succumb to peer pressure all of my life.
I'm going to be a best-selling author and win the National Book Award.
I'm going to be a marine biologist.
Wait,
I take mine back. I'm going to be a biomedical engineer.
I think I'll be the president.
I'm going to be Secretary of State.
World-class chef, right here.
Race car driver.
Artist. Paleontologist.
Film director.
Surgeon. Teacher.
Scientist.
Olympian.
I'm going to be the boss.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
It's Hunger Action Month, so click share below to pass along this video and play your role in ending hunger.
Welcome back to Studio 26 on this Wednesday morning. And whose line is it anyway? Oh, did you catch last night's episode? Oh, that was hysterical. Great stuff there. Check it out on the CW app on your smartphone if you've got it, because it is a funny show. And that Aisha Tyler, woo! I could just watch her talk all day. I know that sounds weird, but there's just something about her I like. Anyway, let's get going on with the program. But before I do, a couple of things I wanted to talk about before we get to what's trending today. Remember that PSA a little bit ago about the kids? Let's see, which one was it? I'll find it here real quick. About the best of me, about bringing out the best in children. Focused primarily on girls. Now, this is a stereotype that has gotten out of control. Hear me out. And this pertains to African American children, adults, the whole spectrum. Why is it that they always have to portray African Americans to outdo one another? What I'm getting at is when she said, world-class chef right here, I mean, that seemed a little bit boastful, didn't it? I don't want to sound racist, but for example, in other food ads, like this was a joke in Undercover Brother. But when they were doing that chicken commercial, let's see if I've got it. It just cracks me up, though, that you have to show black people to be extra enthusiastic about the most mundane things like chicken. That was the whole point of that ad. Let's see here. I'll play it for you right now. This is the audio clip from Undercover Brother, and you'll understand what I'm talking about.
I want you to buy my new fried chicken, that is. Sure enough. I used to work for the Pentagon. Now I help you to get your chicken on. And for a limited time only, order a 8-piece nappy meal and get a 32-ounce malt liquor absolutely free.
You be buying, we be frying. General's chicken, the best chicken in the leg press and thigh, sweet potato pie, General's fried chicken.
Oh, that.
General's fried chicken is butt kicking. General's fried, you know it tastes so good.
Introducing the Nappy Meal from GFC.
This chicken is the bomb.
At the General's, we do chicken right on.
You look at that. The General's lost his damn mind. Making a fool out of himself over this crap.
General's fried chicken, it's butt kicking. Hey, hey,
What? It's catchy. Reminds me of the Fresh Prince. I like him. He raps happy.
See what I mean? But anyway, that's something that's bugged me. Now, it wasn't as obvious in that PSA that I played, but it did stand out a little bit. Another thing, at the start of the show, you probably heard this, and my apologies to those of you of a sensitive taste.
Discussion?
Madam President?
Yes.
I move to add the emergency clause.
Second, adding the emergency clause.
And discussion? Mayor, would you like to speak regarding this?
That was from an actual city council meeting. Now, The YouTube clip didn't say where it was or how long ago it was recorded. It seemed fairly